hot.
We're relatively hot on them.
Hey-o.
Yeah, just talk loud.
Just talk
Or
loud.
be
What?
close to your mic. Talk pretty loud.
Or just be the loudmouth that I already am.
Yeet.
Yeet.
So I have to double my voice.
We're back.
Hey.
It's season.
We're back.
Oh God, that was loud. My ears hurt. Welcome back. We're back.
We're back. We
cor-
did it.
we're here.
We
No
survived coronavirus.
Yeah, we're no longer
Coronavirus is
quarantined.
canceled.
All right.
Oh, good.
You heard
good.
it first from Pop Culture Unboxing Podcast.
Oh man, I'm so glad.
Are
I
you?
want this to be done.
Do we remember
Hated
who
that
we
episode.
I don't know. Who are you?
are? I'm Zach.
You're Zach. Okay, well I'm Matt. Who are you?
What's your name again?
What's my name?
He's Matt.
I'm Matt. That's Zach.
I'm Zach.
No, but how? I haven't seen you guys in
You're
so long.
Ryan.
I don't remember anybody.
Yeah, so you be Ryan.
Oh,
Ryan.
I'm Ryan.
You're the one that
You're
does all
Ryan.
the. You're like the fan favorite.
Yeah, tell us about Marvel stuff, Ryan.
Yeah.
Well, you see, Marvel.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay.
Go on.
Ow.
This is the part where you just say, but I digress.
You know, I'm gonna suck up all of our time.
I
so-
literally just had like an
Matt,
hour
what
and
are
a
your
half
thoughts on
discussion.
Pacific Rim?
Pacific Rim. Love the movie, man.
Yeah, what about
I love
it?
that one fight at that one section of the scene.
Yeah.
And they're like, bang, pow.
So
And there's
you
that
mentioned
monster.
before, Matt, that you have a theory on how to improve the movie. Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, I could. Zach? Zach's your name?
Yes.
All right, get out of the shot, Zach.
Okay, what was it?
Well, I think how the movie could be improved is less characters and just more giant monsters.
there was a
and
specific
fighting.
thing you said about it, so replacing one character with another one. Do you remember that?
Yeah, just replace all the characters with monsters and have them fight each other.
So it was, okay, that's
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me about Godzilla. I'm sorry.
No,
I thought-
Godzilla's different.
I get them so confused all the
Yeah.
time.
I was just about to
no,
say
you
that.
don't. That's not a Matt thing. Matt is very clear on which is which.
Okay.
Are you sure you're him?
I'm pretty sure.
You know, Zach, you're talking
No,
a lot
wait a
this
minute.
episode.
Where's my
I
ID?
am, and I need to lay off. I think.
Usually, Zach, you're not as loud. I was gonna look for my wallet, but I don't know where it is. I wanted to get my ID. I think I'm Zach.
What you think?
I forgot who I
Does
am.
that make me Ryan?
Oh, guys, I'm Ryan.
Oh, hold on.
Who are you?
Wait, I don't know.
So are you Zach?
I
Or
don't
are you
know.
Matt? This bit's
Oh, I'm Matt.
this
Okay.
this bit's really
So that
stupid.
makes you Zach then. Can you confirm?
My driver's license says
Don't dox yourself.
Ohio.
Ellen.
Ellen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Ellen DeGeneres. That's right. We
Oh,
were getting
yeah.
you as a guest.
Yeah, Ellen here is a lookalike of that Zach guy from that famous TV show where they have celebrities on all the time.
Yeah, where they scare the celebrities every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a really dumb.
But in
bit.
case everyone's confused, I am Matt.
This is stupid. That was
It is really stupid.
I'm Ryan, and you're Zach.
I'm Zach.
Yeah.
I forgot my
So
name
you
there for a
forgot who
second,
you were.
actually.
That was a weird bit, but we did it. We
We
sure
so long,
did it.
guys. We're back.
We are back.
From the we're no longer quarantined. Well,
We're
I guess we are
technically still
but
quarantined.
We're still social
What are you
distancing.
going to do about it, Governor Wolf?
We're not social distancing. Well, yeah, we are. Because isn't it what? It's like an arm's length away. You're arm's length away from me.
6
feet.
2, because it's 6 feet. But if we do like this, we're
That's technically 6 feet.
yeah, give or take.
I mean, like they say,
it's like 6 British feet.
They say-
they have short houses, so
yeah. I mean, they say the United. Like, look at a map. The United States is only like 3 steps.
I know,
It's
yeah.
3 steps. It's
Did
like
you know the United States is actually so small that it can fit inside of Texas?
what? That's as bad as like
Texas is so big that it
Oh.
actually can contain the entire state of Texas.
Speaking of Texas, there's more like caged tigers there than there are in all of the world.
What does that have to do with anything, Ryan?
Because the reason we're back is really because I made a promise on a Facebook post
You did.
that I shouldn't have made.
you strong-armed us into coming back.
I did.
How
I
this
made
happens.
us have to come back. But no, guys, you guys well, you didn't watch it, right, Zach? You didn't
No,
watch it,
I have
right?
not. So I'm the one that.
Tiger King
from the
me and
outside.
you
Okay,
watched
yeah,
that.
Tiger
King was my
Watched
new
it all in
favorite.
one night.
So we live in Pittsburgh. We're from Pittsburgh.
Yep.
We live in different locations.
We live
throughout
across Pittsburgh.
But one day, it turns out here in Pittsburgh we have a mural.
We have many murals in Pittsburgh.
Well, yeah, but someone.
There's a particular one of an elephant somewhere on Penn, I think, that all
Yeah.
the girls take pictures in front of.
Yes, there's also one of wings.
Yep,
around
that
element too. But this one was special because there was a tiger. Someone had like painted a tiger, but I don't think they finished it. They didn't finish.
It doesn't
like,
look like it was.
They didn't finish it. So some guy decided, I know what to add to this and I'll finish it for them. So they made Joe Exotic from Tiger King a nice little mural of that. Well, shots have been fired by another person, and I have the other photo here. Someone went.
And Facebook recognizes that as someone.
Yeah,
It's great.
Also, there's a face in the tiger.
oh, there is. Facebook recognizes the face
Yeah.
too. Wow, there's so many layers that I'm finding out about this. But so now what someone did is they painted Carol Baskin, her face on top of Bart Simpson's body, and she is spray painting over Joe Exotic's face. And as I showed you guys, it got updated again because someone actually went out and took a white spray can and just X'd out Carol Baskin's face.
Yeah.
This is
it, and I'll post a picture. I'll post a link to that if Ryan remembers to send me one of that image.
I'm just saying, like this is why I love our city. I love Pittsburgh.
It is
so much.
phenomenal.
It's things like this that make it. I mean, like in these days of quarantine, it is.
And how long until they post a picture of what's his name and his slave wives?
Oh, I see. What I think.
What is his name again?
I don't remember what his name
either.
was, but I think would have been really funny.
He looks.
If you took his face and had him spraying out Carol Baskin's. That would have been
funny.
a bet. Like,
and then it just keeps going on.
It's just a long line of all of the characters.
That would be amazing.
And ends with the guy that runs his zoo now.
Oh yeah, the dude who stole it from him.
Yeah, the guy who dresses like he shouldn't dress.
The dude, what is it? They call him like a wizard or something. He has some title, but like he looks like if Val Kilmer and John and what's his name, Scientologist. That's not Tom Cruise.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yes, you do. John Travolta. He looks like if Val Kilmer and John Travolta had a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yeah, but the reason I want to originally we wouldn't have talked about this, but if you are listening to this because you found us through this article, I posted this article on on the Pop Culture Facebook and sent it out as an ad to just see what would happen. Yeah. And as of right now, it has 12 comments on it and 33 shares, and it's reached 10,531 people. And boy, did you the community just eat this post right up. Yeah. Boys, there's so many shares and comments, and I don't know. I liked it. Is this what it's like to actually have people that like your stuff?
Yeah, it is.
It's so weird because now all I do is get notifications about
this person commented and said what you just suggested.
What?
About having Joe do it to Carol.
Oh yeah, Joe. The thing that I have realized, and I was talking to my girlfriend about it. I think now we have no choice but to try to get an interview with Joe Exotic. Like when he gets out of prison, he has to sit here in front of us and talk to us.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Joe, we gotta. So we need to set that up somehow.
I do gotta say the best part about this is because I haven't watched it. I have no clue what happened, and my best assumption is that Carol Baskin killed her husband and Joe Exotic took the fall.
Something like that.
Oh my!
Now hold on. What about the extra wrench I've just thrown in there for you? The other guy and his slave wives.
I'm assuming it's
dude. You have to watch this.
Are you going to take that at face value?
I'm sitting here. I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, what on earth could he be talking about?
He doesn't mean it. I swear.
So yeah, you gotta watch the show.
It's
man.
wild. It's one of those things that just never stops escalating.
So
they changed the tiger too, in between those.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Is it or is
there's
it
just more orange on its chin?
Yeah, and they added whiskers and more and more of a. And they painted this thing up here and above it.
They tried to make him look like he was from the Jungle Book.
That's strange.
I think so, yeah.
So strange.
Yeah, man. It's weird. And it has caused a lot of and actually the case into the murder of her husband.
Well, I found out a guy who is apparently a really famous private detective, he's open. He took on the case. And apparently he claims he found something. I'll have to find the article.
Here's the problem though. Her husband was absolutely a drug smuggler. So there's 1,000,001 people who probably would be interested in his death.
I mean, yeah, like I think it just makes
the sketchy stuff is just that her brother was a sheriff, and they never checked the van that was left at the airport.
I think there's a good story there. I think
it
makes it a good story.
And also, she is exactly the kind of crazy person that would do it.
She also didn't help because they have that interview with her where she says, like, if you wanted a tiger to, like, eat his feet, you would have covered his boots in sardine oil.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know that, Carol?
Yeah.
How do you know? If, like, I wanted him to eat somebody, you would just cover them in that. How do you know?
Yeah.
Why do you know that?
Well, was it like I know thing, or one of those things where people that aren't all that smart that say, oh, if I was gonna, it's like when somebody shows up and says, hey,
That's
this person was
I
just
think it's how
murdered, to
she
be like, well, if
puts it.
I was gonna do it, I would have done this, not that.
Yeah.
She
It's
didn't
like,
say if
why would
I
you
was
say
going
that?
to, but she says, like, if you wanted to kill someone through the tie, you would cover them in sardine oil.
To be fair,
Like,
what kind of cat is going to turn down sardine oil?
I mean, you're right, but also, like, why would you, like, how would, there's a lot of layers there.
Oh yeah.
In the film, in the documentary, someone gets their arm ripped off. A person that works for Joe Exotic's, like, zoo. I guess
It's a zoo.
It's a zoo, but gets the arm ripped off, and they ask this. They say, like, hey, you can, we can reconstruct your arm and we can get that done. Nope, I'm gonna come back to work 5 days after getting my arm ripped off by a tiger. Dude.
And here's the worst part. This person is the most normal person in the show.
Yeah.
The one who says, I just got my arm ripped off. Screw the arm.
Dude, it gets so crazy. In that same thing, Joe, literally, after someone gets their arm ripped off, he yells, he walks in and he puts on an emergency like responder unit's jacket and just runs around the zoo. At one point in the documentary, he's like looking out in the camera. He's like, I will never financially recover from this. That's his first thought about this whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's where that meme came from.
I saw a
psychotic.
really funny meme where it's just
Every
like,
person in
I
there is
want to be as
psychotic.
petty as Joe Exotic when he rips on that jacket. Like, that's how petty I want to be.
I gotta make people pet more baby tigers.
Oh my god, it was so fun. Oh,
God.
the memes that came out of this show are so good.
I know.
The memes have been on point. I think that's why I don't want to watch it, is because now it's going to ruin the memes for me, because I'm going to like know
I
them.
mentioned it before that there's one movie I refuse to watch is Tusk, because the descriptions I've heard of the movie are so much better than the movie could possibly be.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Tusk is good, but man,
The way people have described that movie to me is just I cherish it.
it's unbelievable. I never knew that was Kevin Smith. That was a Kevin Smith production.
Yeah, and what's his name? Jay Backerel, right? Mm-hmm. Is the dude?
Oh, you mean the guy?
The kid.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's his name. But look,
From Galaxy Quest.
Tiger King. We talked about it.
It's pretty dope.
But so I use that for my quarantine. I've done a lot actually under this quarantine because surprisingly I have more time working from home.
Yeah.
What have you guys been doing to like entertain yourselves?
Do it, Zach.
Oh, I've been playing a lot of Warzone.
Warzone?
I have 6 wins in solo and 1 in trips with my brother and his fiance.
How many losses?
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
It's not about your win-loss ratio. It's about winning.
So is it?
But it is
okay.
hard to win. It is very hard to win.
Okay, so
So that's
greater than 50 losses.
Oh, yeah.
so
Okay.
that's the thing that's special about that battle royale is the fact that when you die, you just go to prison and you have a
So-
chance to break out by killing the other prisoners.
Yeah, so how it starts is up till... Because the circles come in, I think up until 80% you can get gulagged. So the first time you die, you'll go to a gulag and you'll get in a one-on-one fight. Mm-hmm. So you either get a pistol, shotgun. I think those are the only two. They do different types of pistols and shotguns. And it's a one-on-one match. If you win, you get redeployed. So you come from the sky, you can land wherever you want.
Okay.
So there's that. But once you get down to, I think, 20%, which ends up being about 20 people left, they stop doing that, so you can't come back. So like if you die early on, you can get back in. So it's not like a waste of time getting in and dying immediately.
Yeah.
Like you still have a chance to come back. But if you do die a second time before that 20% comes in, then you're out.
Yeah.
So you get one extra attempt at a life.
Interesting.
Okay.
What have you been doing, Matt?
I have been working and watching a ton of Kitchen Nightmares. I was playing a lot of Destiny. It's a dead game again, so now I've been playing a bunch of Space Engineers, which I highly recommend. Great game. It's like Minecraft meets Kerbal Space Program.
Oh wow.
And
Well, actually, I've seen that game. I have it on my wish list. I
you
think
should get it. I'll buy it for you.
You'll buy it for
if you'll play it. with me and my friends.
Whenever I can
Gift it.
somehow get a computer,
You let me
set up
know,
again.
and if you won't buy it for yourself, I'll buy it for you.
Okay.
You'll be like the third person I bought it for, just to get them to play it with me because I love it so much.
We always say we're gonna play
great.
video games together, but we never.
We never do. You never do. I'm online constantly,
That's true. Well, I was.
and you're never on.
Yeah, but the time I was actually, because I was playing Siege. I play Siege a lot.
I
and
know.
Finally, when we're online together, you're too busy with that dang Destiny game. I'd
It's a
always
dead
be like,
game, though,
"Do you
so.
want to play with me?" And you're like, "I got raids."
You
man.
never.
I got
you never.
raids while you're
You never
scratching
talked
your
to me.
while you're
You
scratching.
You
your
never
neck.
brought it up. I saw you were playing Siege, and I'm like, well, if he wants to play, he'll say something to me.
No,
and you
I've
never
asked-
did.
I've asked you before.
You have, and I've said yes, I'll play. But the one time you're sitting there actually playing Destiny or playing Siege, you didn't message me,
tomato, whatever.
and you're the one who always bitches at me about not responding to texts. And
I
stuff like
think
that.
we're very aware I'm a hypocrite, Matt.
We are,
I think it's very.
but I am too, so it's
very
okay.
aware.
It evens itself out.
That's my character flaw. I'm kind
Mine
of a
too.
hypocrite.
Makes it okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
great.
So you guys, that's.
But we've
that
been
it?
surviving quarantine somehow.
Yeah.
Human contact is an interesting thing to have.
I've definitely been blessed that I have a job that they
Thanks for
they
caring
didn't
what
let
I've
us
been
go.
doing. Thanks for caring.
Yeah.
But
Thanks for caring about what I've been doing. This again.
Oh,
you
we know
already
what you're
said it.
doing.
You were talking about the Tiger King. What else did you do, Ryan?
Well, I've been planning for a move. I've been playing Final
have been.
Fantasy VII. I've been playing that.
Yeah?
I
that
played
is
the
right.
remake. I've never played the first. What? You don't care. Let's go.
I never played those games. So
let's move
That's
on.
the big
I was going
sword
to say
game,
I didn't
right?
ask because we work together. I know what you're doing because we're doing the same project.
That's true. Yeah. Technically, we're doing the same project.
I'm not. I'm left out. I'm not part of the cool work
I'm
club
ready
anymore.
to be done. Well,
I'm part of another work
so
club.
because
with hookers and blackjack.
what?
You wouldn't know them. They go to different schools.
Okay.
My sister dropped that on me yesterday. She's
You
talking
wouldn't know
about a
them, they go
celebrity
to
like
different-
that. I'm like, who? She says you wouldn't know her. She goes to a different school. I'm like, all right.
That's weird. See that makes sense. I feel like your family would all be like you. Like
They're
I feel
pretty
like
much-
you would
kind
have
of
met
like-
your match.
You
Against
know what?
Your
There's
dad.
only a couple. My one brother and one of my sisters are the two that could riff alongside me.
Yeah.
The rest aren't. They're all smart in their own other ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see like someone in your family, like your dad. I always kind of thought would be like
Yeah.
you would have met your match against your father.
You know what? The people you need to see in a room together are me, my dad, my brother JP, and my sister Lizzie.
I still have
my-
never met any of your other family.
I know you haven't. My
Someday.
sister Lizzie, she's 14 or 15.
Do they
No,
li-
14.
Do your family listen to this?
A couple of them do. My sister's
they?
boyfriend does. Hi Cole. My dad does.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if any of the other ones really do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she is out of our whole family. She's the only one that can kind of stand up to me in Jackbox in Quiplash. She's the only one that can do it. Everyone else is not as good.
I know, like that. Like it seems like I'm jumping over your story, but how's your family dealing with this quarantine? Like your dad, like
So,
does
okay.
your dad have much to do? Because your dad, I feel like
Yeah, they do.
He survives
They've
on
still been
movies.
working on stuff with with their business.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, and my dad
Has
does
it
a lot of
affected
work.
them in any way?
They have a lot more free time.
Okay.
And the thing is their business is so seasonal that they're used to not having a lot of income at this time of year anyway.
Oh, okay.
They make all their money in November and December.
Oh,
So they already
alright.
made all their money for the year essentially.
Okay.
They're used to not having much right now. So it's great for them. They're at home a lot. So what they've been doing, I missed it the last couple times they did it, but that was why I was there last night. Every other week or so they've been doing a different holiday. They were celebrating Christmas like 3 weeks ago. And
What?
they did
Interesting.
Thanksgiving a week before that.
What?
Why?
What do you mean? So they're like,
They make like
Like
what
the
we traditionally make for each season.
Oh, so
and
it's
then
just like a
we all
dinner.
get dressed up for it. Like they would wear ugly Christmas sweaters on the Christmas one.
but it's like
last
dinner.
night was Halloween.
But it's just like dinner and stuff.
basically
like that.
yeah, us hanging out.
That's funny.
So last night it was Halloween, so we all had
It's so-
so we all brought costumes. We were all dressed up at our house.
You make me like when you tell me stories like this, it makes me so jealous that I don't like none of my family likes
That's
each
why I
other.
don't tell these stories very often.
Like,
Like because
my-
a lot of people aren't as lucky
I want.
or aren't as fortunate. I should say.
I would love to have a family experience like that, but like
You can come next time.
I would.
I'll bring you along.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I
They
feel
are.
like
Everyone else brings their significant others in.
I'm
got
sure
a-
you are my second girlfriend.
Basically,
apparently.
you want to hold hands?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
I was gonna say he's got enough siblings. You can just
So
walk
I
in and be
dressed
like,
up
"Hey,
Someday
I'm
we're gonna have to
How did you
kiss.
forget?
I know. I
Like,
know.
I know it's coming up.
It's okay.
Someday
I've
it's
already
gonna-
kissed male friends before
I'm
for
just saying,
various
someday
reasons.
it's gonna-
I feel like I've told that story before.
You just
I
got to
don't
hold
know.
for the,
I don't know if
for
I
the
have either.
camera.
We'll hold
We got to
that
get
one.
the camera on that one.
Yeah,
The thi-
absolutely.
Well, that's the thing. Like someday we're gonna have to. I know it's gonna happen.
It
We're gonna-
will.
because
It'll feel natural. There's not going to be planning or anything like that. It's going to be a convention at a panel
yeah,
or something.
But like I think it's gonna be crazy if we see Zach kiss one of us.
Yeah.
Because he's a good little Christian.
We'll corrupt him. Don't you worry.
He's a good little Christian. Like you
No.
can see the halo above his head.
I know. Yeah.
So like because I kind of want to keep him pure because I don't want to see the horns.
He's our good boy.
appear. Yeah,
he's our moral compass.
He's the happy good boy.
But yeah, no. So we did Halloween. So we were all dressed up. I was dressed up as
into that.
both me and my sister both dressed up as Jesus. I was like modern hipster Jesus, and she was actually like a robe and a beard, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. And then we did. So then normally, Thanksgiving or other holidays, you go around the table and you say what you're thankful for. So last night we went around the table and said what we're Halloween for.
What we're Halloween for?
Yeah.
Halloween.
And then
So,
everyone said,
so what was? It's
ask me
I
what
need
mine
to
were.
fail.
You'll like them.
Wait, what?
Ask them what I was Halloween for. You'll
What were
like
you
it.
Halloween for?
Well, the first time we so we went around the table, we all did it. By the time we got done, because there were, I don't know, dozen of us around the table, maybe more,
Yeah.
because it was siblings and significant others. My mom started it. By the time I got back around till we were done, no one remembered what hers was. So we all just said, just do it again. And so we went around the table again. So the first time, everyone's doing like, oh, I'm Halloween for family. I'm Halloween for Jesus. I'm Halloween for this or that and other weird stuff like that. My favorite is my dad's. Anytime we have to say what we're thankful for, he says family and stuff like that and friction. Because if it weren't for friction, nothing would work right. You'd be slipping and sliding all over the place. But it came over to me, and I, again, this would be the video format. But the first time it came around, I'm like, I'm Halloween for Kobe, gone too soon. And then it came back around, and then I went with, I'm Halloween for Robin Williams, gone too soon. And I just kept naming dead people at that point.
It's so weird. I could hear your dad say that joke.
Yep.
Just
well,
because
this year he didn't even bother, or this year. Last night he didn't even bother.
time.
He said, "I'm thankful for my family," and then everyone on the table said friction because he says it all the
got
time.
like a dad joke. Bro.
Oh my god,
Well,
it's amazing.
It sounds like you guys are handling the quarantine pretty well.
I was doing good until like mid last week.
Yeah.
And then like it set in like, oh, my job is probably going to be at the very end of the opening up.
Yeah.
So like, it's like, oh, I'm going to be at home working and I'm
Yeah.
at home. And my girlfriend works 2 jobs. So like,
Yeah,
it's like, I don't see anybody all day.
You made the lucky deal with the family, but like me and you, it's been my.
I mean,
keep in mind that was the first time I left the house in like 3 weeks.
Yeah. How close do you like relatives and stuff? How close are they to from here?
I have an uncle that lives up in Zealy and everybody else lives in West Virginia.
Okay,
Either
so
Chester or Weirton.
about like an hour and a half, 2
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's about
far enough
far
away to where I can tell them I'm not going to come help them do something, but close enough to where something happens, I can be there.
Yeah, I actually just found I guess she's a cousin to me. I don't really know.
He's tracing the
oh, yeah, my
lines.
cousin
But
lives in Lawrenceville.
here's the thing though, like because my family and I are like I'm not very close with all my family. I don't really know relations to a lot of them to me. But I'm
Okay.
pretty sure she's like my cousin, because she is the granddaughter of my grandmother's brother.
Granddaughter of your grandmother's brother.
Okay.
So hold on, your grandmother's brother is your great uncle.
Yes. So then, and she is his
So then
granddaughter.
that would be your uncle once removed. So this would be your cousin once removed.
Maybe. I call her
I
my
think.
cousin. I
Oh,
call
man.
her a cousin.
I
But
see. Yeah.
I used to remember all those like removes and,
I
and
would
where
say
everyone
I say
sat,
like
but I
distant
forget
cousin. Distant
Yeah.
cousin.
Yeah.
But I found she moved here. In fact, she just texted me while we were here in work on the studio. She's out here. She's living out here, and I guess they gave her my number because she didn't have family out here. Because
Yeah.
we don't have family out here. If she needs anything, I'm here. So like that's my only family member out here in Pittsburgh that I know of. If there's more, I don't know. but
There's a whole network of Beatties running around here.
yeah, so like my whole
you've never heard
family,
of.
since they're all in the center of the state, they're like 2.5 hours away. So going to
Yeah.
see them is impossible. And I live with
Yeah.
grandparents, so it can't go there because if I get them sick, they'll die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not sick, but at this point, you don't know.
You
Like
could
I
be.
could have had it and been healed. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
But like I said about you guys handling it really well. I just because I have a lot of free time and I guess someday,
Like everyone does.
I want to be a celebrity. I wanted to see how our celebrities are handling. Some of them,
Oh God.
not handling it very well. So I went to their Instagrams,
Yeah.
the only place, and I got some of the best Instagram videos that they posted. Alec Baldwin is probably in the worst shape I've seen
Yeah.
out of anyone. So I feel like if it'd be fair, would I be able to, why don't I show you these Instagram clips? Matt, however you want to order it, we can figure it out.
Yeah.
So first I have up here is good old Matthew McConaughey.
Oh my!
So you know this is
good
going to be good.
picture. I can see.
Yeah. So like, he's it's Matthew McConaughey. He even has the hashtag all on the challenge. So let's take a quick video.
Your idea, Leo, to put that in the film. Thank you very much. So yes, Mr. DiCaprio, I do accept your challenge. McConaughey is all in, and I'm offering you folks out there a game day package like no other. As many of you probably know, I graduated the University of Texas at Austin, home of the Texas Longhorns. I'm the Minister of Culture here. I'm also a professor of practice at the College of Communication.
What does that mean?
I also attend a whole lot of Saturday football games right down the road. What I'm offering you is the chance to come to Austin with me, my family, my friends, my box, and attend the University of Texas Longhorn football game next week. What do you say? Know for a fact that 100% of these funds, the money you give, is going to help people in need. So go to allinchallenge.com. Donate $10 or donate $25. And again, know that 100% of the donations are going to America's Food Fund, which benefits Feeding America, World Central Kitchen, No Kid Hungry, and Meals on Wheels.
I like how he had to keep reading a script.
So that was pretty nice, right? You think?
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah, that's
oh,
good.
that's
good.
really nice. I like how that
In the
goes.
meantime,
It's
So
a typical charity video.
let's
With
go
celebrity.
to if you remember the '90s, boys, Britney Spears.
Oh no!
So
Oh no!
you ready for this?
I think.
It's.
I just
Britney-
watched her in How I Met Your Mother, so I'm
Tell me
So-
when you're starting it, so I can at least narrow down when I'm putting these in.
Yeah,
And also don't pause them until they're done. That way I don't have to cut them up.
Okay, sorry.
in editing.
So do you want to go ahead and play now?
Yeah, play now.
All right, here we go.
During this time of quarantine, I hope you all are being strong and lifting each other up. My prayer is with you. During this time of quarantine, I hope you all
That's
are
all
being
it?
strong and
That's it. But hearing her voice,
She's rough.
yeah, it's.
Look how old the picture is for her profile.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that should
It's
tell you
so
everything
weird.
you need to
As a
know.
kid, I did. Never mind. She does not look very good.
that was going to
No,
go in
she
a weird
doesn't.
direction.
Oh man, Vern Troyer.
Oof, rest in peace. That's. Oh no,
I'm
not
pretty
this.
sure-
no,
I'm pretty
don't
sure
do
Not
this one.
this.
You guys
no,
I've-
we're not watching this.
You don't want to watch the guy?
No, we don't.
I've mostly stayed quiet
This is
because, like,
this
my
one
opinion
is
on
so,
this is, oh,
this one
God.
is so tone deaf.
Can I first explain?
I
what
hate
it is?
this one.
It's not even about being tone deaf.
This
It's about
is-
a bunch of people talking about effectively
Imagine
how,
a world without possessions. That's rich.
while you're sitting in your mansions.
I just wanted to
Like-
explain this. I was gonna say the classic, the Gal Gadot, like she.
yeah,
sings this
no,
song.
we're not watching this.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
God, I hate it.
then let's go ahead and go over to our
You
other.
knew we would do this, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
He
let's
played us like fiddles.
let's go.
God. I know, right?
Let's go over to our a great actor, 30 Rock, other films. Alec Baldwin. Look at that man.
Yikes.
Now this is a 14
Oh
minute
my
clip.
god!
So I won't.
14 minutes.
I won't keep it. I'll stop at about the 5 minute mark. Or
I was going to
so.
say, he plays Trump on SNL. This is what you would think Trump would look like after 4
Oh
years.
man, he is in
So,
rough shape.
Let's just listen to him, my man. So here, I'm going to play this now.
Hey, I wanted to, lost a bunch of friends and acquaintances in the last few days. Not everybody from the virus, but a couple we pretty sure.
Oh man.
My friend Glenn, his father Jack Zoller. Glenn and I worked together for a long time in the 90s. He was my assistant, then he went on to become a producer, and I made a film with him, called Thick as Thieves, that Glenn was a producer on. And
He's just taking these real
his
long
dad
pauses.
passed away from the virus, I was told.
He-
And, he was a great guy.
And the
man.
sad music he's playing in the background.
Just a really, really lovely guy.
So-
Spirited, funny.
Now
And
that
it just
one,
goes on like this for 13 more minutes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stop this at the 57
Okay.
second mark. I want to just show you a picture because
I would say, well, now I feel bad because like he's actually losing people
Yeah.
around him.
yeah,
like
What is this guy posting?
this was him, before, and this is him right now. Of like,
Oof.
he is like that was a video of him.
He
This-
has been hit hard.
Yeah, he is having a rough go. And then,
Close this tab. I
God.
swear to God.
ended.
this other video popped up. Do you know who January Jones is?
No.
I don't either, but it popped up.
Yikes.
So let's play this 1 minute long video. This is
This
someone's.
is kind of. I'm getting some purge vibes.
This is
Couldn't
somebody's
find the straw.
quarantine.
Coors Light.
This is what quarantine. Oh wow, it's so much.
I mean, but here's the
Dear
thing:
Lord.
is this isn't just someone talking. This is just someone dancing. How is this going to translate to our podcast?
Well, you can just explain what's going on.
I mean, it's a chick wearing a backlit red mask,
I'm
white
just saying,
mask with like
you
red backlights
can link
in it.
this in the description, and
Yeah,
you
I'll
can
link
show.
this in the
I have
description.
this
It
thing.
is bizarre.
Yeah, it's so crazy. But
I
thought,
don't. Can we stop, please?
I thought when we ended that,
This is what happened when people that
guys-
like need attention to survive don't get attention. They just throw random stuff up.
Oh.
It's so weird.
do you guys want to see any other celebrities? You want to see
Not
how
really.
they're dealing?
Not really.
No?
I don't really care about celebrities.
But some of
Yeah,
it.
that's kind of where I'm at, especially on this with
Oh,
the,
come
with
on,
the way
some of
most
it-
of them have been.
Some of it is some of the best media.
Also, the more of these you pull up, the more work I have to do
I know.
in editing. And I had editing down to such a science, and now you're throwing these wrenches at me.
Well, that's because we're evolving. We're growing. We're growing and
guess.
evolving into a better podcast.
We need to become a video format at some point.
Well, we're getting there. It takes time and a lot of money.
Not really a lot of money.
Well, it
take,
takes,
we all take that
Everyone
stimulus
got our
money
Trump
and-
bucks. Yeah.
yeah, but mine has to go to my move-in.
Yeah. Well, that
I've
sounds like a
respond-
you problem.
Well, quit moving in.
That sounds like an ish you and not an ish me.
Oh, that was clever. Clever. So yeah,
So
quarantine, guys.
yeah.
It's affected everybody in different ways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What? I already see the next thing you pulled up. I'm gonna give you a nice little segue here, Ryan.
Okay.
What? Not it. Kind of. What are you most concerned about? Like, getting hit by this quarantine and all that. I'll elaborate on what I mean to give it a little more context.
Okay.
I am worried for the Dune movie.
Well, yeah.
That the theaters aren't like fully up and running again by the time that comes out. That movie's already going to need all the help it can get in the box office to get a sequel.
Well, it's not. It's not. I don't think it's going to come out. I think a lot of films got pushed back.
I know. That's my concern.
The article, like you were saying, that I have up here, the Comic-Con 2020 got canceled.
Which
due to
also,
coronavirus
I'm worried about
concern.
Gen Con.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not.
not holding my breath on that.
That's why I didn't. Did you buy your ticket yet?
I already bought it. Yeah,
You bought your ticket. I didn't buy mine because I don't.
I
see,
bought mine as soon as they came out.
Yeah, I don't see.
Like,
I
me and
don't-
Andrew already got our we already have a room booked. It's further away from the convention center than we'd like,
Yeah.
but
I'm wondering if these people are going to do refunds or if they're just going to say, "Hey, listen, we're going to keep your money. We'll just give you a ticket to the next one
I'd
when
be
we
fine
have
with
it."
that because I'll go to Gen Con.
Because that's my
I
girlfriend.
miss it.
was
I'm
supposed
at
to go to
that point of
Africa,
the
and
year
that's what
now where
happened
I'm
to her.
really craving Gen Con.
See, I
miss
hit
it
that
so
point.
much.
I always hit that point. I'm like, I'm excited to go, and then once the last day gets there, I'm like, I want to be fucking out of here.
No, I'm like,
Like, I'm
'cause
ready to leave.
That's my thing. I've been trying to push for us to do because we go in. So for this convention, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
What we started doing last year, and I think what we're doing from now on is we're getting in Wednesday instead of getting in Thursday morning, which is what we did the year before.
Yeah.
Which didn't leave us a whole lot. Like it didn't give us time to like go around Indianapolis. So we're
didn't-
going in on Wednesday afternoon.
But we didn't really have time to do it last time. I feel like
Then that's why I want to do it where instead of us leaving like Sunday afternoon, we stay at the hotel Sunday night and then we have all day Monday to hang out.
I mean, I'd be okay with that.
I would too.
I
But
always
the
expect
problem is that like the hotel we were in was connected to the convention center last year.
Yeah.
and it was $250 a night.
Yeah,
that's a good bit.
Yeah, and that was with like
That
the
was
discount that you get through buying through the portal on the.
That's terrible.
Condo.
I went out
sucked.
to Vegas and got better
Keep
better,
in mind, it's
better
70
rates at the hotel
It's 70,
where the WSOP was
it's
playing.
70,000 people
It's
attending this convention in Indianapolis with only 3 hotels connected to the convention center.
Sucks really bad to be in a hotel room with three other men who all snore really loud. I didn't sleep much in that trip.
I
and
slept
I think
like a
that
baby.
contributed to me wanting not to be there.
I slept like a baby. If that makes you feel better.
Yeah, I know you did because I heard it.
Can you have to get some noise
I heard that you were having
headphones?
great dreams.
Yeah.
Great fluffy dreams while I sat in the pure darkness.
You should learn to just snore.
in a bed, in a bed with another guy laying next to me.
Here's the thing: if you do it enough times, and this is going off of girlfriends I've had, eventually,
used to it.
eventually you'll feel weird not hearing it.
Well, now I have earplugs.
Okay.
I have sleeping earplugs.
There you go.
So
Why did your
There you
girlfriend
go.
snore?
no, I snore too.
Oh.
So she has earplugs that she always
Then you
sleeps
can't
with.
complain about us.
So
snoring.
she gave me some. So now
Here's
I
the
can
difference:
fight. Now
is
I
me
have-
and my dad used to travel a lot for my parents' business.
Yeah.
and he snores real loud. So I've learned to sleep through someone else snoring.
Yeah, my dad has CPAP, so anytime we'd go somewhere, he'd have a CPAP machine. So anything around that level, I'll sleep right through.
Yeah.
By the way, that wasn't me laughing at the CPAP. That was me laughing at the idea of how loud the machine would be. So just in case,
actually-
someone probably heard
because-
the me start to giggle. I
was told-
as
so
you said,
it-
my dad has CPAP.
I don't know if I've said it on the show, but my dad has a medical mystery and a half. So like,
You're gonna have to explain that one.
okay, he
You got
has
4 minutes.
I got 4 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give us
Okay.
the 42, then I have to end her.
Let's
All
put
right.
it this way: my dad, medical wise, he's had spinal surgery to fix a disc. He's had to have another one to fix another one. He had to have one on his one where they went through his throat to get to the one in his neck.
Yeah.
He had 6 inches of his colon resectioned. He's had his gallbladder removed. He's had his appendix removed. He had
God
surgery on
damn.
his ligaments in his left foot. There was like a 3% chance it would happen to his other foot. He got it in his other foot and had to have surgery for it.
No offense, are you sure he's still alive?
Is he more machine than man at this point?
Oh, it's pretty much like Weekend at Bernie's. Every time I go over there, I'm not sure if he's there or not.
We could rebuild him. We have the technology.
Two of your other relatives are always suspiciously close to him and moving a lot like he is.
It's just my nephews are just
He
on either
always
side
wears
of him.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
So he's got.
He turns out the man you've known for forever is just 2 nephews in a trench
two
coat.
nephews in a trench coat.
Vincent Adultman.
So-
Vince Adultman. Is that the name?
Vincent Adultman.
So the first surgery he had, I think he was like 35, and he had stomach pains. Couldn't figure out what it was. They're taking X-rays, they're doing scans, don't know what's going on, and his doctor was finally like, "All right, we're gonna do an exploratory because he goes, and I'll pay for it if I have to because we don't know what's going on with you and you're in way too much pain." So
Jeez.
Pretty cool.
So they cut him open, and he has scar tissue all up and down his insides, causing gangrene, cutting off circulation.
Not
Oh
great.
my God.
He'd never had a surgery before. They have no clue where the scar tissue came from.
What?
That stuff
Yeah.
can be bad. I had when I had a car accident, I had my ankle, the foot I used to brake, try to brake. Cars don't brake when they're airborne, just so you know.
Okay.
Their scar tissue had built up in there, and it was not going away. It was getting worse.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had to scope my ankle to get all the scar tissue out because my ankle would start locking up a lot.
Oh.
Yeah. And, well, and
It
then,
was weird.
But like ever since then, it went downhill. Like he has a small benign tumor on his spine that only occurs in middle-aged women. It's like less than 1%.
What?
It's like
Yikes.
less than 1% happens in men.
What?
So like for like a year after I figured out about this, I called up my mom.
That is insane.
Like-
Oh,
Like,
that's
the-
so mean.
The only person I can actually like make jokes about and they're funny are my dad. Like everyone else, I'm like, oh no,
I'm sure
that-
he appreciates it.
Oh,
I'm
we
sure
go
he
back and
really
forth on each other.
appreciates
It's
You
it's
gotta be able
hilarious.
to laugh at yourself. Even to this day, my ankle. Hang on, listen.
Yep,
Oh,
there it is.
There it is.
Yep.
There's some pop.
I don't. It pops constantly like that.
Here, let me put the microphone next to your ankle.
You want to?
No, you give me your ankle.
Lord.
Here, hang on. Go ahead. It won't do anything.
It's not. I'm hearing
You
sounds
try.
coming from it.
You tried.
There were definitely some sounds there.
You
Yeah,
tried.
there was one real big
That was a
one
little
there.
more intimate than we've ever been before. Ryan with my ankle in his hand.
You got a foot thing there, Ryan?
I don't really think there's.
Not really. I don't have stinky feet. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean,
I wear socks every
I
time I
have-
wear shoes. I'm very particular about it.
we have been friends for not very long, but I feel like
Not
it's been
what?
forever.
It's been like 3 years or longer.
But it feels like we've been friends for like 30 because I've seen and heard, and I've walked into the bathroom after you've made some experiences. So I'm not like
was that a Gen Con? I think Gen Con.
yeah, that was, of course it was a Gen
I
Con.
figured. I left you guys some pretty gnarly presents at Gen Con
I-
because we ate like garbage there.
I remember I spent $40 on the what's that place called? White Castle.
Yeah.
And ate it all in one sitting. Wow.
We bought so much White Castle.
Oh my god.
Oh, I kept getting a bunch of what was that Mexican place? That's also here.
That was the day.
Yeah,
That was the thing I walked into, and
you
I was
guys
like,
rough
I
because
sat
we got
there-
absolutely trashed in the hotel room. And because I kept buying $20 rum and coke, double rum and cokes.
Oh, geez.
From the bar, the hotel bar,
The bar.
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 And I kept buying $20 double rum and cokes. I think they might have been double rum and cokes actually.
Well,
They were-
after a
'cause
while
they were
because-
tall they were tall double rum and cokes, which I think is a double.
I think that one dude kind of liked us. Like he was becoming real friendly with us because he kept giving us more liquor. Like,
Yeah, they
eventually-
wouldn't cut us off.
they
They just
didn't-
kept giving it to us.
I'm pretty sure at one point I says like, I feel like if I get out of this bar stool, I'm gonna throw up. And then he's just like, want another one, buddy?
Yeah, and I mean, it still doesn't hold a candle to Chicago, but
Chicago, I don't remember a lot of.
I don't either. I remember enough for all the funny stories, which are on a pre-show somewhere.
Yeah,
But they are not going to see the light of day of our official podcast.
I have made some. I've made some bad decisions in Chicago.
We all made bad decisions. We both
Because
made
of you.
real bad decisions to Chicago.
I made a real
and most
bad-
of it was
Chicago.
my fault.
I got put in a situation that
We
was
gotta do that
definitely
again.
your fault. I would like to just say, let's just take
Go to a
week
city.
trip.
And
I may be
see
the
what
only one
happens.
that's had a good experience in Chicago.
It wasn't a bad experience.
No, we had fun.
It was a blast.
I just have nightmares sometimes.
And I know when he has nightmares about
I was
it.
gonna say,
I still feel bad about it. Some of it.
I still have the welts on my neck, the scars.
Oof.
Oh God.
Oh.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I went up there for a underground blues dancing event, which was a blast.
Was it
But-
at the House of Blues?
No, it was not.
Oh.
It was actually it was a thing called Cube. But what they did was they built a ticketing system where you had to know somebody. So when you invited someone, it would make a ticket for them to send to someone.
Okay.
So you had to know somebody who knew somebody who knew
Who's
somebody who
viral.
knew someone.
I like
Have you ever
that.
been to the House of Blues in
I
Chicago?
have not.
Real nice place. That's where we went. That's where we went and saw them. What was great about that venue? We went and saw Sabaton.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was Sabaton and Creator. But then there was also Ciro was the band that opened for him, which
Yeah.
both Ryan and I had never heard of and loved. Turns out I did know who they were. It was one of the lead singers in
Well,
Amaranth.
you knew the bands
I knew
that they
the-
came from.
I-
A lot
yeah.
of them formed.
It was one of those super groups.
Yeah. But no offense, guys. I know we're having fun.
We'll tell more stories about Chicago someday.
We'll get into it. I mean, if you pay for our Patreon, whenever it's created,
I don't know
you'll
what
get
pre-
a story.
I don't know what pre-show was. It had to have been like
You'll get a nightmare.
18, 19, or 24.
If you just title it
Or
Ryan's
23.
Nightmare, you'll get it.
Probably.
But
You're just gonna have to listen to all of them to figure out which one it is.
Exactly.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. But thank you everybody for listening. I hope you came from the Facebook post. If you didn't, if you are a longtime fan, if you're not, welcome. Please like, subscribe, download, whatever it is. What is it like?
Are you ready for my spiel or what?
Yeah, go ahead and go for your spiel.
All right. Well, obviously, you can find us on Facebook at Pop Culture Unboxing. Obviously,
Yep.
that is where this post was. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, and What else?
Facebook.
And Facebook, like I just said. Again, at Pop Culture
I
Unboxing.
wanted you to say it again.
We also upload on YouTube. You can find it there. You can find this podcast everywhere podcasts
We
are
will
sold.
be uploading on YouTube.
And then you can find me at Matt Ross VO on Twitter.
I'm just at Red Steak Ryan pretty much everywhere.
I'm at the Little Leaf LIEF.
And you'll find links to all of that in our show notes.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for listening.
Yeah.
have
Thanks. We're back.
Hopefully forever now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have any more things. Bye.
Have fun.